$650 a month. That's what one family pays to live comfortably in Magetan, a small town in East Java most Westerners have never heard of, and still have enough left over to put a little aside. Not survive. Live. That number used to stop me cold when I first came across it. Most people who think about Indonesia picture Bali, the tourist Bali, Seminyak, the beach clubs, the Instagram terraces full of other foreigners paying Western prices for the feeling of having escaped. That's not what this is about. This is about the Indonesia that exists about 10 minutes past the point where most visitors turn around. Take Sidemen Valley, in the eastern part of Bali. One quiet road, wooden homestays run by local families, tucked into terraced rice paddies with Mount Agung sitting above it all. No tour buses, almost no traffic. The pace there is unhurried in a way that's hard to explain until you've sat with it a few days and realized your shoulders have dropped about 3 inches. This is what Bali looked like before it became a brand. Or go further, Hargorejo is a village in Kulon Progo, just outside Yogyakarta. Days start around 5 in the morning. Roosters, yards being swept, the smell of food before the heat arrives. At the local market, women like Ibu Lucy, who seems to know everyone and has a laugh that carries across the whole row of stalls, are curious about you. Warm in the specific way small communities are warm when they're not performing warmth for tourists. Here's something honest, because it matters. If you show up in a place like Hargorejo without any Bahasa Indonesia, you'll be treated kindly, but you'll stay politely on the outside. Learn even a few dozen words, enough to greet sellers properly, to ask what something is, to make a small joke and have it land, and the whole texture of the place changes. People stop being scenery and start being people. I've watched it happen. It's not subtle. Then there's Magetan, not beautiful in the postcard sense, just a real Indonesian town doing real Indonesian things. A family documented living there comfortably for about $650 a month, with a modest amount going to savings. To put that in perspective, that's roughly what some Americans pay just for their share of a shared apartment. Now, the thing that surprises people, and not in a good way, rural Indonesia, including places like Banten where the Baduy people live in traditional villages with no electricity and no motorized transport, is genuinely sparse on infrastructure. No reliable Wi-Fi, toilets that are not what you're used to, and the bureaucratic side of staying long-term, visas, local approvals, informal systems that vary by place, that's real friction. It doesn't go away. You adapt or you don't, but you should know going in that it exists. The Baduy villages are something else entirely, a community that has held on to a way of life with essentially no modern technology. You can visit the outer areas as a foreigner. But the people I've spoken to who got anything real out of that experience had enough language to actually talk to someone. Without it, you see the surface and you leave with photographs. What this life actually is, for the people who find it and settle into it, is quieter and slower and more human than most of us are used to. Neighbors who know your name, markets where the price you pay reflects whether you're a person or just a transaction, mornings that have a shape to them. It's not for everyone, I'll say that plainly, but for the right person it's not an escape. It's just a better daily life. If this has its hooks in you, the video on your screen right now is the one I'd watch next.